A few days ago I published this LM386 audio amplifier to be connected to the output of the computer headphone output. So headphone, computer, headphone output in, and then amplifying it with that LM386. And I made a second video where I have talked about the considerations when you want to use such a 0.5 watt audio amp. And one of the most important things to tell was that its output level is in fact too low when you also need a speech filter, an audio filter that has a specific range to make audio speech, also music in a certain way, better intelligible. And I've made now this circuit. I hope it is visible. It's not on my workbench, but on another workbench where I have put this computer on Linux, and on Linux it receives radio stations on shortwave, software defined radio, etc, etc. This is the circuit that I've made here. And it is in fact very simple. It's a 1 or 1.5 watt audio amplifier combined with a filter with a field effect transistor, and that is here. That field effect transistor is here. It is a BF256B, and the other transistors that I've used are of course the normal transistors, the BC547B, NPN silicon, the BD139, the BD140, the BC557B, but they all regard this part of the circuit that is, say, the audio end amplifier. That audio end amplifier is more or less normal, and that means that you can also use the first part of the circuit, that is the filter, the audio filter, in combination with, say, a standard 1 watt or perhaps 5 watt or so audio amplifier. Anyway, let's focus again on that first part of the circuit. You see the field effect transistor, it has an enormous impedance on its gate, and that means that the filter, and this is the filter unit, it consists of the 22 ohm resistor, the 417 nanofarad capacitor, the 56 nanofarad capacitor, and this capacitor of 0.22 microfarad. That form an audio filter, and there is another part of that filter. Say this is the first buffer stage. The field effect transistor is a kind of buffer. It buffers the signal coming out of the headphone of the headphone unit of the computer. It buffers, and then there is another say standard grounded emitter stage that's here, and here is also part of the filter. You can see that in the green line. And the 10K is this potentiometer of the tone control. The switch, with that switch you can switch to soft and sharp sound. And I also have made here a headphone input control. That's of course always say necessary, and that headphone input control is in fact realized here. I have to put down the lamp now. That headphone input control is realized here with the 1K potentiometer in the second transistor lead. That is a grounded emitter stage, and when you change here that the value of that, not capacitor perhaps, I told that not okay, but anyway, potentiometer here, when you change the value of that potentiometer, the audio amplification of this second stage changes very substantially in a positive way. So that capacitor, not capacitor, that potentiometer is showed. Furthermore, the audio amp is more or less classical. Thanks for watching, by the way. And well, the filter unit is here. This is the filter unit here. So here the buffer stage, here the filter unit, and we have here a potentiometer of 10 kilo ohms, two capacitors that have an effect on the sound, and the whole idea in this case was to make shortwave sounds very good, intelligible. So that was more or less all. Let me show it how it works. I have 7 minutes on my camera. Well, anyway. So let's listen to a radio station. This is a weak radio station. Lift up the volume. Change the sound control. There's one other change. The whole idea is to make speech very good, intelligible. Now I take out here, this is what I've made, take out the control of the computer, and you can surely see the difference. This is only the computer output, and this is my circuit.
Loaded with migrants. One had 100 migrants, the other one had 210 migrants.
So we can surely hear directly that my circuit works better and say makes speech better intelligible. I only have say a few 4 minutes or so, but this is, I think, a kind of good demo of my circuit. And I've by purpose used here a headphone input level potentiometer here. It sets the input level out of the computer to this shortwave audio amplifier, because my circuits are more or less universal, and I don't want that when you make such a circuit it fails. So here that headphone input level potmeter and the volume potmeter. And here the good properties of that amplifier. It has enough output level to correct, say, the loss in the filter, and that filter is here, also earlier showed. Let me show it again. This is the filter, this is a part of the filter, and this is a part of the filter. First part of the filter goes to the field effect transistor, second part of the filter goes out of the, say, NPN amplifying transistor. Also, of course, the setting of this pot meter has an enormous effect on how the sound sounds. Anyway, let's listen again.
Namoonni 196 du'anii kuni waan irra deddeebiin uumame waan ta'eef imala gama bahaan gaggeeffameef waggaan kun kan godaantonni hedduun lubbuu isaaniitti dhaban ture.
So that was more or less all to tell about that schematic. Here is the circuit in practice. Like I make my circuits, always with brass nails on soft wood. I have glued piece of tin plate to the front to give it a kind of earth connection, etc, etc. So here is the whole idea. Here are the different potentiometers. And of course this can look like a mess, but the schematic is leading. And I've used a simple speaker made in China. Say it's a universal speaker. It will give out, that's also important, it handles approximately 1 watt or so, or 2 watt, and the mesh that I've used can be clearly seen. It's kind of mosquito mesh to keep, say, the sound very, very transparent, so that there is no damping of the, especially the part of the sound frequency range where intelligible is key. Anyway.
Gatii sharafa alaa dabalateen fooyya'insa imaammata diinagdee taasifame kanaaniin akka hojjettoonni galii yara argatan hin miidhamne taasisuudhaaf mootummaan akka dabalii